What is up, everybody? It is nowonshall coming right back at you with another Star Trek Fleet Command video. Today, we're here to actually talk about underdeck runes. Some people have been having issues with the underdecks, and I want to do a little explanation and do a little talk about it and show you what officers I use for my underdeck to maximize the stats, which are needed to basically for your ship to hit harder or take more hits or have more hull health. So if I look at my Enterprise right now, so we go to my Enterprise, and my current underdeck troop, oh, that's my other one, whoopsie. So my current underdeck troop is Gorkin, Cross, Kirk, Charvanik, Bones, and Mara. So as you see on the right, where my head's kind of cut some of this off, that it's 300%, 300%, 300%. And why you want your stats to go as high as possible for, depending on your ships, because I think some ships are 100% to 150% for that the stat up here. But the reason you want to increase it is to actually hit harder, take more hostiles on, yada yada yada. So if we look at officers, so if we look at the base on officers, remember I have prime officers and my levels are kind of a little high. So you look at their attack base, their defense. If you have prime officers, you're not going to see those stats right away. You have to put them on the ship for it to take effect. So we look at a normal officer. Once we go through here, look at Spock. So it says he's 1243 for his defense. If we throw him on, let's use an example. We'll throw him on. Now check it out. He is 3,493. That's with prime officers. But you have to look at your officer slots and determine which ones you need for it. So usually I try to run as many purples on it as possible to maximize all the stats. And when you try to maximize stats, your ship's going to hit harder, hit better. The underdeck crewing is not hard. It's depending on the officer you use. Go through each officer and check out their stats. You want to check the stats out and figure out which one works the best for you to maximize the stats. And then let's go to my discard that change. Let's go to my jelly. This is the current one right now. So this is my current one right now. I was toying with him. He's really not really that helpful. So let's go for this right here. So it all depends on your stats and your stat bonuses and the officers you use, and this is what it looks like. Discard that one. Let's go to my auger. My auger probably shouldn't have any max stats at all or any information on it. So you see 180, 180, 180. So let's say if we want to amp it up. We want to amplify she is what? Defense. You want to amplify the defense? Throw it to Pringon. Boom. Look at that boost. If you want to amplify the health, throw it to Pringon. Boom. If you want to amplify your attack, so you have, if I remember right, nope, it's not Nero. It is going to be Gorkin. Your Gorkin is going to be pretty good unless you're using him, but he'll still affect it. You throw him on there, boom, 270, 270, 300. Okay, so we're missing a little defense and we're missing a little attack. So even if I throw Spock on here, so it increases it to 3-3. So yeah, we can throw Khan on here. There's all your defense about maxed out. Actually, technically they are maxed out, but sometimes the game doesn't update quick enough to the bottom end. You just got to look at what you need for which battle you're in, if they're PvP, if it's something like that. But let me do a little more in-depth explanation to it. So there are 3 officers in this game that base, there's probably more than 3, but they base off of your ship's attack, defense, and yada yada. So let's look at, let's see who do we find first. Let's look at Alex. So we go to Alex and his ability, Shady Methods. At the start of each round, Alexander Marcus increases the shield piercing by 800% of the defense crew on the ship. So if you have a high defense, he's going to do some massive damage. Let's go to another one. So we were on Alex. Now let's go down. And then let's look at King. So King, Blood Oath. So at the start of each battle, King increases the accuracy of the ship by 400% of the attack on crew. So if you have more attack, you focus more attack, then your attack's going to be, your accuracy should be insane. And we go on to the next one. So our last one is going to be, where's she be? Where's Charvanik at? Where you be, Charvanik? Charvanik, right here. So if you look at mind games, attack of at the start of each combat, Charvanik increased the armor piercing by 800% for the health. So she's relying on health. So if you have 800% health, the piercing is going to be a little stronger. So you see where I'm getting at? If you center focus on that one thing, that's when their abilities will take effect. You still have like officers, I think if I remember right, like 8 to 10 increases the attack. See, there's no base, there's no real information, so that's nothing. So let's go to 9 to 10, adapt and overcome, 65%. So those are just increases for using those officers. So those are 3 officers that actually give you a little bit and help you out. Or if you're trying to focus to use those officers, that's where you put it in. And there's officers that are just plain out helpful. So you got to look at your purples and your blues for attack, health, and everything. You got to look directly into it and figure it out, because if you don't, you're not going to know any of that. If you take a little bit, sit back, look at your officers, or copy mine and see how it works. Your underdeck crew matters. So that's what you need to worry about too. Yeah, your top deck is for the abilities, and your bottom deck is just plain for the stats. That's all it is plainly for the stats, and that's what it's used for. Before the day, I thought the abilities worked on the bottom end, and I made a video about it, and I retracted it because, well, I made a mistake. But this is the video to explain to you guys what below deck officers to use, or the stats you have to look at. Just look at the stats and try to maximize everything. For me, I just try to max all the stats out. I don't even care about what the officer is. I just try to max the stats out. Maybe that's my folly, my fault, but hey, I'm human, I make mistakes, and there's no preset button to just put officers on a ship quickly. Come on, Scopely, catch up, man. Catch up. All right, guys, it's nowonshall signing out. Remember to hit the like, the subscribe button, the bell notification down below. Remember to join my Discord and become awesome, even though you already are. And below that is my donation. You guys can donate to me if you want to. You don't have to. I love you guys anyways. You guys are amazing. And below that is my membership link, the join button. Become a member if you want. Help me out. And that's all it is. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Keep moving forward.